No mai haere mai, kia ora koutou katoa, and welcome to Alex Moore Park in Johnsonville, Wellington for coverage of this New Zealand Football Central League Round 13 clash between hosts North Wellington Football Club and visitors Whanganui Athletic. Two teams adrift at the foot of the Central League table, desperate to avoid the bottom spot, which could see relegation from the league, meaning there's a huge amount at stake today. Got a lovely day in Wellington. Whanganui Athletic, the visitors today, they're back in the Central League for the first time in 27 years. They found it tough going so far in the Central League with 12 consecutive defeats. So they make the 185-kilometre journey south, desperate to pick up their first points of the campaign. Meanwhile, North Wellington, they've had a pretty tough season so far themselves, picking up only 4 points from their 12 games, and their only win was a comprehensive 5-0 win over Whanganui on the road back in round 3. So they'll no doubt be hoping to do the double over their rivals and kickstart their season as we're in the second half of the Central League. So despite their challenging seasons so far, both teams do look to play attacking football, so we should have an entertaining and intense match today with so much at stake. Both teams desperately trying to avoid that bottom spot. And Whanganui knowing that despite not picking up a point yet, if they do manage to pick up a win today, it would move them to within just a point of North Wellington with only 5 rounds to play. We had one match played last night in the Central League between the two teams at the other end of the table, and there's a cracker with Wellington Olympic coming back from a 2-goal half-time deficit to defeat the Wellington Phoenix 3-2, relying on a stoppage time penalty to Ben Mata to seal the 3 points there, but that moves Olympic 4 points clear of the Knicks. So no doubt we'll be seeing both of those teams in the National League Championship phase later this year, along with the best teams from the Northern League and Southern League. We'll have a look at the lineups for the two teams today, and looking first at the visitors, Whanganui Athletic. And their side features 6 players who have featured in all 12 matches so far, including their goalkeeper and head coach Matty Calvert. And their captain Ryan Holden is the only Whanganui player to score more than 1 goal this season, and 4 of his 5 goals have come from the penalty spot, but the most recent that he scored was a screamer from distance against the Phoenix, which was a goal of the week contender. A few young players featuring today, including 17-year-old Charlie Meredith. Meanwhile, if we have a look at the lineup for the home team today, North Wellington, who will be in their dark blue kit. Well, they don't have such a settled lineup today, and it's a young starting 11 with an average age of just 20. They've got 8 teenagers taking the pitch to start this one. So they'll be relying on the experience of 30-year-old defender Zach Brown and their captain Cameron Wardlaw in defence. Like their opponents, they've struggled for goals this season with only 14 in 12 matches so far. But both teams will be desperate to come out firing here on the artificial pitch here at Alex Moore Park, and we've certainly got a cracker of a day. There's been plenty of rain over the last week or so up in Wellington, but great day today. So two teams shake hands, see the officials there as well. Referee today, the experienced Peter Linney, and he's assisted by Sean Lau and Thomas Pope-Kerr. Great experience there for the young ball kids. And it should be a good atmosphere here at Alex Moore Park as well, even though it's a long trek up the road to Whanganui. I think there's a busload of supporters that have come down. They'll be wanting to make some noise and try and cheer their team on to get that elusive victory. They've had a few close calls, especially earlier in the season, Whanganui, but had a couple of heavy defeats lately as well, including a 7-0 defeat to the rampant Wellington Olympic back in the last round. But there's not too much shame in that when you see the way that Olympic have been playing this season. The captains there shaking hands, the officials get into their positions, and we're close to getting underway here. Great atmosphere starting here. Captain for North Wellington today, Cameron Wardlaw, at the back. Plenty of changes to their lineup in recent weeks, so just have to wait and see exactly how they line up on the pitch. Looks like they're going to be switching around, playing from right to left, and Whanganui make their way over to the left side as we see it. We're close to kick off, and it will be the visitors, Whanganui Athletic, to get us underway. Their striker in the number 15 shirt there, Ethan O'Halloran. Only the one goal to his name so far in the Central League, but scored plenty last year in the Taranaki League, so we're underway. Whanganui look to create some pressure from the throw-in. And it's Ethan O'Halloran there, conceding a foul, trying to put a bit of pressure on his opponent there. There'll be a chance for the North Wellington goalkeeper, Ben Collins, only 19 years old. He's made 3 appearances so far. He's up against a very experienced goalkeeper down the other end, Matty Calvert, the player coach for Whanganui. It's North Wellington now down this near side through Henry Sinclair. Back to goal, and long range effort coming in there from Blake Chandler, I think it was. Not afraid to have a go from a long way out. So it'll be Calvert with his big left boot to thump it downfield. And it breaks for Whanganui, and just about half a chance there for Geordie Gilmore, but a desperate and well-timed challenge there to deny a chance on goal. That was encouraging there for the visitors. Cross coming in and headed clear by Zach Brown. That'll be a goal kick now. Certainly wonderful conditions here in north of Wellington. Not even too much wind to worry about. Out for a throw in there. Once again, Whanganui drive forward, and it's a nice ball inside, and well, 2 number 4s and still in play there. Can't be cleared, and shot coming in there from Zach Farmer. And he's a bit frustrated there because that ended up being a big chance as the ball boy runs it all the way to the keeper. That's brilliant. But already just a few minutes in, and the referee maybe having a wee chat on the sideline there. Like I said, plenty at stake in this match. Both teams will be desperate to retain their spot in the Central League, knowing that the bottom place team face relegation. Good contest there with Farmer trying to squeeze it out, but Ryan Lee there in the 13 shirt tidies up. Free kick awarded there for a foul on Zach Brown. Alex Brackway there can't link up with a teammate for North Wellington, but now a nice play here from Zatorski. Josh Zatorski feeds it down the line, but just expecting a wee bit too much of his teammate. May have been Mick Reed trying to get on the end of that one, but nice composure from Matty Calvert in goals, who's made almost 130 appearances now for Whanganui since joining the club back in 2016. He and captain Ryan Holden, both Centurions now for the side. Good contests in the middle of the pitch at the moment. Once again, but Brackway gets onto that one and slides it through for Mick Reed, and Calvert racing out to claim that one. Does well. Just rolls it out this time. Got some tall timber at the back, Whanganui. They look to attack now down the right side. And the difficult one there for Ryan Lee. Zach Farmer just couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet. Simcox lumps it in towards the area. Flag goes up. Some nice play by Ethan O'Halloran down the right flank, showing a bit of pace just before. Again, some tight play in the centre of the pitch. Zatorski slides it out down the right flank, and it's a nice ball, and plenty of players forward here for North Wellington, but headed clear by the visitors. Wardlaw back to Collins. Out to Lockie McGregor out on this left side. Oh. Another good challenge coming in there. Certainly one of these artificials that is very quick. So it's certainly going to see some fast footy out there. Simcox goes all the way back to Sean Stewart. North Wellington win it back there and calls for handball, but not given, and so Brackway will get onto this one, one-on-one. Nice ball, long range effort coming in there from Zatorski, and again, not threatening goal, but not a bad strike. Both sides yet to challenge the goalkeeper with a strike on target. It's been an enjoyable start to this match. Again, if you've just joined us, North Wellington in the dark blue, up against visitors Whanganui Athletic in the all red. North Wellington try and build up from the back, but nice play from Jack Anderson there, the 14 for Whanganui. It's turned over again and sent forward. to win themselves a corner here. So North Wellington with a chance to try and create something from a set piece. Again, Whanganui have some pretty tall timber back there, but what can the home team create? Shot there came in from Mick Reed, but was blocked, and now a cross coming in to the far post, and well, just found himself in a bit of space there at the far post, but just a bit of an awkward low one there. Couldn't threaten the goal. Calvert again goes long. Lockie McGregor in that left back position today for North Wellington in the 8 shirt, just 17.5 years old. As I said, no less than 8 teenagers in the starting 11 for North Wellington. A few of their regulars from throughout the season are missing today. Great opportunity for these young players, though, to have a crack. Long throw and flicked on by Sinclair. This time, North Wellington will win a free kick. Zatorski goes long. Build up down the right side. North Wellington certainly looking to try and build up the passes, but that one doesn't work out. But was there a foul? There was, and may even see a yellow card there. May have been a wee shirt tug. I think that may be Jack Anderson, the 14 for Whanganui, that's gone in the book there. So, good set piece opportunity here for North Wellington. I think it's Josh Zatorski lining this one up. A couple of targets here at the far post, but that's just too high for Brackwee to get onto. So North Wellington now really starting to take control of possession in this match. Whanganui certainly looking threatening on the fast break, though. Calvert again goes long. Yeah, it's a nice flick on, but then dealt with by the home team. Great ball there through, though, by Sinclair, and through on goal, but straight at the keeper. May have been Mick Reed throw on goal there, and disappointed to send it. Actually, it was Miles Woodhall in the 16. A huge opportunity, but it was straight at Calvert, who made himself big. First shot on target, and he was sent clear through, but it was just on his wrong foot, really. Had to open himself up to get on his right foot. There'll be a foul this time by Ryan Lee, and Whanganui try and take it quickly, but will get called back. Certainly plenty of passion at stake here. Again, if you missed earlier, these two teams well adrift at the bottom of the Central League table, but with a relegation spot looming for the bottom side, there's plenty at stake here. So Whanganui with a chance to create something from a set piece. And the first header was won nicely, but couldn't be directed towards goal by Anderson. Ben Collins, young goalkeeper, will get play back underway here for North Wellington. Whanganui win the first ball, and another strong challenge there. North Whanganui come away with it. Good tussles going in. Young McGregor doing well in the end to win that off O'Halloran. Simcox, the long throw down the line. He might get it back here too. Sean Stewart sends it across to Captain Ryan Holden. They're long down the left side. Looking for Farmer, who shows some pace. They're claiming a corner, and the visitors will be rewarded with a corner kick here. They get some of the big frames up there. Look for a near post flick on by Sean Stewart there. Sent a bit deeper and just couldn't quite get it directed on goal, but they look like they could be a threat from those set pieces. North Wellington will just look to compose themselves again and get their foot on the ball, try and string some passes together again. Once again, North Whanganui are winning a lot of those contests. Happy to play the bit of header tennis in the air, and now they look to try and counter. Nice wee flick on there by Gilmore. On a clever wee back heel by Henry Sinclair. A bit of space down the line for Geordie Gilmore, but ball just ran out of play. Thought he had found himself in a bit of space. Oh, late challenge coming in, but O'Halloran will get on the ball here. But can't keep the ball in. Great atmosphere here at Alex Moore Park. Nice turn on the ball there by Woodhull. Bit of pressure. Zach Brown goes all the way back to Collins. We're going to be doing a good job of breaking up play, and they're even looking to knock the ball around with a bit of confidence now too. Simcox down the line, nicely cut out by McGregor to start with, but now ball coming through for Gilmore, who cuts inside, does well, and couldn't quite keep the ball under control, so North Wellington scramble it clear initially. Another good tussle going on there. McGregor battling away with Meredith. Still goalless here after 18 minutes at Alex Moore Park. North Wellington with a bit more of the possession and a couple of good chances, one in particular that was saved one-on-one. But Whanganui looking dangerous at times as well. Claims for a foul there on Farmer, but nothing awarded. McGregor, nice composure there. Gets it down the line. And Brackway. And now, nice play on the ball from Henry Sinclair. Goes back to Brackway. Zatorski, that'll be cut out. And now Whanganui look to counter. They like to get forward with speed, and here's O'Halloran just about getting on to the end of that one, but was in an offside position to the relief of the home team. Sent out with the ironic jeers of the visiting supporters who've made the long trek down from Whanganui. But it's the home team now that break and going down, and that might just about see another yellow card there. But Jake Simcox, referee, has a think about it. Bit of a heavy challenge on Miles Woodhull. Simcox gets a talking to, and yeah, the referee reaches into his pocket and shows a yellow. So 2 Whanganui players with yellow cards to their name early on in this one. Jack Anderson and now Jake Simcox. Zatorski with the free kick towards the far post, but that can just simply be left by Sean Stewart. Jordan Joblin Hall, I think it is, in the 18 shirt there, different number to what was originally listed in the middle of the park for Whanganui. Simcox put his teammate under a bit of pressure there, and Stewart just about did enough in the end. Oh, that's a bit of a tricky one. Calvert wasn't expecting that. Has to get on his scooter to keep that one in. Does well in the end. Both teams looking to hurry each other, not just sitting back. And good contest in this, especially in this middle third of the pitch. And Gilmore on the ball. Goes back to Simcox, who lumps it in. A bit of an awkward way header there for young Ryan Lee, the 16-year-old at the back on the 13 shirt for North Wellington. Ball falls here for Sinclair, I think. Limbed across, and this goal is scored. North Wellington opened the scoring. Did the final touch here. I think it's an unfortunate own goal there for Simcox just moments after picking up a yellow card. And I think it's Simcox, the Whanganui defender, who has deflected that one in. It was a dangerous ball right into the 6-yard box. And, well, North Wellington won't care too much about who the touch came off. They'll just be delighted to take a 1-0 lead. 22 minutes gone. So Whanganui with a bit to do now. Well, despite being a goal down now, Whanganui, they should take a bit of pride from how they've begun here and keep their heads high, but it is North Wellington now looking to immediately go on the attack again. Good challenge there from Farmer, but yeah, another good tussle there, although Whanganui come away with it. Joblin Hall has some options. Nice wee turn to beat his man there. What options does he have now? There's plenty of blue shirts back. Sent across, but Gilmore can't get on the end of that one. Both teams have struggled for goals in the Central League so far. North Wellington, well, that's their 15th goal of the season. Whanganui only scoring 11 so far, a few of them from the penalty spot too. So I don't think too many people would have been expecting a goal fest today. And saying that, both teams have conceded a few goals, so anything could happen. Nice touch there from Farmer. But Joblin Hall does make it all the way out to Farmer. Lee couldn't quite clear it. Has a couple of options getting into the 6-yard box. Can he find them? Tries to turn Lee. Ryan Lee did enough there. Good defending from the young North Wellington defender. Again, North Wellington winning those, Whanganui winning those headers, but comes all the way back to Calvert. Nice wee link-up play by Whanganui there, and could have been an awkward one, but Collins was alert and raced out to claim the ball. Home team looked to play it out from the back. Now it's sent long, and it'll be a tricky one there for Holden, but goes back to his mate Calvert. Ryan Lee's been heavily involved down that right flank for North Wellington. I think there was a free kick awarded, so Josh Zatorski with a chance to send it towards the Whanganui penalty area. Just about flicked on, but sent clear all the way back out to Zatorski with another chance. He thunders this one at goal, and gee, got a bit of power behind that one. Calvert had to be strong, did well, and now it's Farmer winning a free kick for Whanganui. But gee, that was a good strike there from Zatorski, testing Calvert in goal. It's a long way out when he struck that shot. I think Calvert was lucky that he didn't have to move too far to claim the shot. A good chance here from a set piece for Whanganui to try and balance the ledger. Plenty of players forward and a bit of a split left and right. Look for it to be sent perhaps across to the far post and flicked back across to the other side. And O'Halloran just about hits it in, and I think they're claiming a corner there, and that will be awarded. O'Halloran may have even gone down injured here. Let's hope he's okay. Might need a bit of attention. Didn't quite see exactly what happened there. He just fell awkwardly. There was no opponent around him. May have just landed on his tailbone, I think. So he acrobatically tried to keep the ball in. We'll see a replay here, and yeah, made a big effort to keep that ball in and win his team a corner, but Picked up a bit of a knock in the process. Can be a painful one, landing on the tailbone like that, but it's a corner coming in. Near post, and oh, wasn't dealt with initially, but Whanganui will swing it in again and flicked on, but comfortable enough there for Collins to claim. McGregor goes back to Collins, almost sells him short, and O'Halloran did well to put pressure on it, the opposing goalkeeper, and just didn't have the luck that he wanted there, as that could have easily deflected into the open goal. Collins very relieved, and McGregor as well, because he certainly sold his keeper a bit short there. Unlucky from O'Halloran in the 15 shirt, the 20-year-old forward for Whanganui. Just the one goal in the Central League this season, but he moved to the side from FC Western in the Taranaki Premiership last season, where he amassed 27 goals, so he certainly knows how to find the net. Just needed a bit of luck with that one. Chandler, that ball will be cut out, and Whanganui have some players forward here. Farmer into Joblin Hall. Looked like it struck the hand there of Zach Brown, the North Wellington defender. Don't know if he knew much about it, but there were certainly appeals for a handball and a penalty. Maybe, again, a little bit of luck going the way of North Wellington. Sometimes you have to create your own luck, though, and they drive forward again, and players forward, but cut out there. Farmer gets it back to Zatorski, sends it out the right. Few players in the box. Clever play from Lee, I think, and thundered towards goal, and Calvert gets a big mid up and forces it over the goal. Nice play there from North Wellington. So another corner for North Wellington here. It's a low one towards the near post. Easy for Calvert to deal with there. And he looks to break quickly with a long kick downfield, trying to find Gilmore. McGregor, the youngster, does well to deal with that one. Whanganui certainly always look a bit of a threat with those quick counters. Joblin Hall, I think, winning a free kick there, yeah, for Whanganui. Home supporters don't think there was much in it, but he's shown some nice close control in the middle of the park, did well there. And Ryan Holden with plenty of players there attacking from the far post. Swings it across powerfully, but the first head is won by North Wellington, and I'd be relieved to have dealt with that. I think Mick Reed there down that right flank, doing nicely. Should be dealt with by Collins, coming right out to the edge of his area. Always looking for the short option for the distribution, and he does this time. Comes out to McGregor, who takes a touch, and big challenge there coming in from Geordie Gilmore. One of three Sparkies in the starting lineup for Whanganui Athletic. Geordie Gilmore, along with Jack Anderson and Jordan Joblin Hall. Free kick this time for North Wellington. Certainly here again, a bit of passion coming from the sideline. There's some strong challenges coming in. Nothing really too nasty, just two very committed teams. Ball just about breaks there for Brackway. Comes back to McGregor, strong challenge, but mopped up by Zatorski, who's been busy in the middle of the park for North Wellington. Ball breaks now, though, for Alex Brackway, and now sent out the right by Chandler. Out to Lee. Looks to link up with McReed, another youngster at just 18 years of age. Whanganui just about scramble it clear, and O'Halloran didn't quite get the touch he wanted, but now it breaks for Farmer. Got 3 defenders around him, just about gets past them, but Zach Brown doing enough. Zach Brown goes long, and Calvert did well. There had to be alert because Brackway just about got him behind the defence. Oh, now breaks clear, and Brackway slides it across, and can you believe it? A second goal and a second own goal. Although the flag may be up. Well, what a reprieve. So it looks like Brackway was offside, and he's spared the blushes there of Sean Stewart. And he'll be particularly relieved because he scored an own goal in the round 3 defeat to North Wellington. So he wouldn't have wanted another one to his name. That would have been cruel for the visitors if they'd gone 2-0 down to a couple of own goals. But, well, I said North Wellington may have had a little bit of luck go their way earlier in the half. Whanganui getting their own wee share there with the offside flag. So still just the 1 goal in it. Home team North Wellington in the all-blue kit. Going 1-0 ahead after around 22 minutes through a Simcox own goal. Another appeal for handball there, but Cameron Wardlaw, the defender for North Wellington, who's now down but injured, may have worn it in the face, but he was certainly at very close range. I don't think if it struck his hand, I don't think he knew too much about it. Looks like it will be another corner for Whanganui. Can they claw their way back into the match after that little stroke of luck? A footed corner, it's a good one. It will be another corner. North Wellington doing just enough. Another opportunity from the other side this time. I think it's Zach Farmer going across to take it. Takes a few of these set pieces. Might be a bit of a chat going on at the back just in case. It's a bit of pushing and shoving going on in the 6-yard box there. They won't want to give away a free kick. Whanganui as the ball comes in, and this time, yeah, once again it's come off North Wellington player. Farmer with another chance. Can they try and get a chance on goal here? Plenty of players up there to try and get on the end of it. So at the near post, and Holden flicks on the header and just wide of goal. He's distraught. Didn't have much time to react, but it's a big chance. Just a few yards out, but could only direct the header past the far post. Collins relieved because I don't think he would have got to it if it was going to sneak inside that far post. Brian Holden, the Whanganui captain, the only player in their squad to have scored more than 1 goal so far in the Central League. just about had a 6th to his name, but not quite. Collins goes long. Nicely won first. Oh, by Henry Sinclair, and trying to link up with the teammate. Now it's Whanganui breaking forward. Jovelyn Hall, that'll be too far ahead of Farmer surely, although Collins a little bit slow on that occasion, but still got there in time. Lee again linking up with Reid down the right flank. Nice link up play, but Whanganui cut it out a couple of times. Zatorski now driving forward. Strong challenge coming in there, and the flag going up just as Whanganui were looking to break. It was a big challenge coming in from Ryan Donaldson there, I think it was, in the 8 shirt for Whanganui. Boom. Big challenge on Zatorski. Won the ball, and it's a bit disappointing really from Farmer being in an offside position, looking across the line. I think Jack Anderson just picking up a bit of a knock there. Play will finally get back underway with North Wellington. The free kick after that offside. We enter the last 5 minutes or so of this first half. It's flown by. Very long, and Calvert should claim that with ease. He'll look to thump it back downfield. Looking for Gilmore down the right flank. O'Halloran now it'll get out towards Gilmore. Sean Stewart with, and there is a second goal, a mistake at the back for Whanganui. And disaster for the visitors. It was a lucky touch there for Sinclair, but he was rewarded by keeping the pressure on his opposite number 12, and cool and calm shot, dinking it past Calvert, and Sinclair adding a second, and Whanganui having a bit of a team talk here because they'll be really disappointed with that goal almost coming out of nowhere. But Sean Stewart, who was reprieved of an own goal just a few minutes ago and just a little bit casual on that occasion. Good pressure from Sinclair. And a second goal for North Wellington. I'd love to try and get one back before the break. I feel a bit hard done by Whanganui being a couple of goals down. Good cross coming in from Anderson, and breaks now for Farmer. Gets a shot on goal, and what a goal it is! And they are back in the game, and it's a fantastic strike. Zach Farmer, I think it was, with just his second goal. The Central League. It was nicely cut out there by Donaldson, and Farmer turned and had a bit to do, but left Collins with no chance. What a great strike. And Whanganui Athletic immediately clawing a goal back and game back on. They'll feel like they deserve that. They needed a little bit of magic. North Wellington looking to create another chance themselves before the break. Nicely done by McGregor, but that's well cut out. Wood all there, gets a bit of a nudge. It'll be a corner, I think, this time for North Wellington, just before the break. Swung in towards the far post and evades everyone. Okay, goal kick at the end of all that. Bit of pressure there on Simcox, player who has been booked for Whanganui but does well, and Meredith links up with Gilmore. Now Alex Brackley on the ball, keeps it in. McGregor, his pass is cut out. Again, plenty of animation from the sidelines. Collins just calming things down a wee bit. You could see Zatorski had found himself a lot of space looking for the flick on. Couldn't quite get the ball. I think it's a free kick there for, what, no? Oh, a bit of confusion there. I think Jake Simcox, yeah, be asked to take a free kick, and a good chance to send the ball long here. Sent out the left flank. And referee's time in this first half. Will there be one last chance here for the visitors? Will North Wellington pounce? Another couple of strong challenges in the middle of the park. Zatorski sends it out. Will Brackley keep that in? He's quick, but he's not that quick. And there is the halftime whistle from referee Peter Linney. And what a cracker of a match. Two teams at the bottom of the Central League table, but with plenty to play for. And it's the home team, North Wellington, who take a 2-1 lead into the halftime break. We'll look to bring you some highlights of those goals from the first half. First goal coming after around 22 minutes, and nice play from Sinclair, I think it was. Dangerous cross, and well, Simcox denied Brackley from getting on the ball, but unfortunate own goal, and then Henry Sinclair himself pouncing on an opportunity there to double the lead. But great strike here from Farmer from the edge of the box, leaving Collins no chance. It was only seconds after they had conceded that second goal. So a lifeline for Whanganui Athletic. It's North Wellington who lead at the break here, 2-1. Go make yourself a cuppa and stretch your legs, but don't go too far away, because we'll be back very soon with second half action from Alex Moore Park. See you soon.
The Fern is a symbolic representation for all New Zealanders and has been reimagined to represent all of football in Aotearoa, New Zealand. A circular shape not only symbolises the round ball used by all those that play the game, but also, and more importantly, represents the strength and infinite connection created by all those that play a part of the game. With each piece of the Fern recognising and acknowledging those that make the beautiful game beautiful. The stalk represents our grassroots, our communities, our clubs, our volunteers and our fans. They are the foundation and are at the centre of all we do. The pinner represents our federations across the whole of New Zealand. Our federations guide and protect our clubs and communities, allowing everyone to be heard, to be represented and provide guidance and opportunities at every pathway. One brand identity with regional differentiation. Federations in New Zealand football working together to serve our communities, creating more than a game, creating a sporting whānau where everyone is welcome.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity.
If you missed the first half, well, it was a bit of a cracker. Yes, these two teams are both at the bottom of the Central League table, but there's plenty to play for, with relegation looming for the team that finishes last. And there's been plenty of passion at stake. It was a good contest in the first half. North Wellington opened the scoring midway through the half. It was an own goal from Whanganui's Jake Simcox. And North Wellington doubled their lead just before half-time through Henry Sinclair. But seconds after that, Whanganui clawed a goal back. It was a great strike from young Zach Farmer. So just one goal in it at the break. Both teams will be looking to start well in the second half. So North Wellington playing from left to right in this half. Great conditions here at Alex Moore Park in Johnsonville. Nice link-up play, and it, well, came all the way out to Mick Reed, but offside flag went up. We'll try and see whether we've had any changes at the break. North Wellington coming into this match with only 4 points from their opening 12 matches, one draw against Stopout, and the only victory North Wellington have had was against Whanganui Athletic up in Whanganui back in April. As Farmer, the goal scorer, can't quite keep that one in. So yeah, North Wellington won that clash 5-0. Bit of a blowout in the end. It was actually a pretty tight first half. I think there was just one goal in it at half-time. But North Wellington, with a strong second half, they'll be looking to repeat that here. So meanwhile, Whanganui haven't picked up a point all season. But Farmer, nice play again, cutting onto his right foot, and nice play, just comes all the way up for Farmer, who tries to poke it in with his foot. O'Halloran had done well, squeezed it out to Farmer, but couldn't get a shot on target. So while they haven't picked up a point yet in the Central League, Whanganui, if they did manage to claim a win today, they'll only be 1 point behind North Wellington with, I think it's 5 rounds to go. So there's plenty at stake here. Whanganui in particular with, well, not much to lose. They'll be throwing everything at North Wellington here. Great atmosphere here in that first half. Plenty of banter and support from supporters from both teams. A few seemingly making the long trek. And Whanganui is awkward one there. It'll be a corner for Whanganui. And as we saw in the first half, they're always looking to be a threat from these types of set pieces. And Joblin Hall comes across to swing it in with his left foot. It's a dangerous one too, and just eludes everyone though. Playing glorious sunshine here as the sun sets over the hills. Farmer will keep this one in. Win his side another corner. Farmer, the goal scorer, will be the one to swing it in from this left side with an in-swinging corner kick, looking to put a bit of pressure on Ben Collins and goals for North Wellington. Sent very high towards the far post, and well, player going down in the 13 shirt. I think that's Josh Lawson, who must have come on at the break. Another rather imposing tall figure, and it's Lawson who will go across to swing in a throw-in. Maybe another corner there. Nice play from Geordie Gilmore in the 4 shirt. Almost looked dangerous down the right flank. Another player with more than 50 appearances for Whanganui Athletic. Jordan Joblin Hall making his 50th appearance for the club in this match. And that's a dangerous one, but just about dealt with. Calls for a foul on the keeper. And let's hope he's okay. See a replay here. There was a bit of a contest with the substitute, Josh Lawson, making contact with Collins. Might need a bit of attention here. Let's hope he's okay to continue. It was quite a heavy knock he took there. So there will be a bit of a break in play here. Remembering a huge week of football for the country with the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup getting underway later this week, kicking off over in Australia, and then matches in all of the 4 host cities in New Zealand later this week. First of those matches coming on Thursday, 7 p.m, New Zealand taking on Norway. Ferns will go into that one as underdogs, but there will be plenty of support cheering them on to try and cause an upset there against a strong Norway team, as it looks like Collins is good to continue. Other World Cup games later this week. Spain, one of the tournament contenders, I think, be playing Costa Rica and Wellington on Friday, and also on Friday down in Dunedin, Philippines versus Switzerland. As North Wellington look to break now, Chandler spreads it out to Braquiu. Can't get it past Lawson, but does win a corner for the home side. And then another big World Cup match in Auckland on Saturday in the afternoon, early in the afternoon. World number 1 United States taking on Vietnam. Corner comes in, it's a dangerous one. Not sure if Calvert got a touch, but must have been a touch from one of the Whanganui players. And swung across again, Calvert relieved. And then an effort from, I think, Zatorski there, well wide of goal. Sent long by Calvert, but won strongly at the back for North Wellington. Nice, trying to find Farmer there. Instead, Reid sends it forward for Woodhull, who had a couple of promising moments in that first half. Ryan Holden, the experienced captain for Whanganui, very calm, although it'll come back in. Strong challenge there and a free kick. That's Donaldson going to ground. Calvert will look to send it long. Very long. Tried to knock it down, but see, it's Holden now sending it forward, trying to find Farmer, but can't do so. It's encouraging from the visitors, desperate to try and level the scoreboard here. Another big tussle there. Simcox manages to win it, and Donaldson spreads it out, and now Stewart from the back. Donaldson, though, just a bit too slow on the ball, and North Wellington now with the chance to counter, but Donaldson does well to win it back. Good challenges coming in. Donaldson sends it long, and Lawson, oh, wow, had a good chance to get something threatening into the 6-yard box, but balloons away for a goal kick. No change to the half-time scoreline. North Wellington in the all-blue leading Whanganui Athletic 2-1. Good challenge from Wardlaw there, mopping up. O'Halloran looking to get involved for Whanganui. You may see, oh no, it's a substitution here. See if we can make out the change there. That's a change for North Wellington, and I think it's Ahmed Mohammadi in the 14 shirt coming on there. Long one coming in, and Wardlaw with a strong header. A couple of good tussles coming in there, and strong tackle from Farmer, and North Wellington struggling to get it clear, and it breaks now for Donaldson, feeds it through, and effort coming in from Geordie Gilmore. And it looks like the offside flag went up. Gee, big chance. I think there were calls coming in from the visiting supporters for maybe even a penalty there, but offside flag going up to the relief of the home team. But Whanganui just dialing up the pressure a wee bit here. Remember, this is a very young North Wellington side. Got 8 teenagers in the starting 11. McCreed, one of those teenagers, has looked very tidy on the ball. Nicely 1-2 there. Who can he link up with now? Sends it across. It'll be almost a Yorker for Calvert, but easy to deal with. He goes long. Not the most convincing clearance there. Might have been Brown, but shot nowhere near being on target. Might be another substitution here. I think the 11, Trey DeJean, coming on for Whanganui Athletic. Attacking player, might play down the left flank. I think he hails from Zimbabwe. He's only made one substitute appearance so far. He'll be looking to make an impact in the 11 shirt. Sent long by Meredith, and I think he's won a free kick there as well. Once again, they'll see this as a chance to create havoc up in the North Wellington penalty area. Holden to send it long. And well, the first header again won by Josh Lawson, but only out for a goal kick. We hit the hour mark here at Alex Moore Park in Johnsonville. North Wellington still leading Whanganui 2-1. It's the score we had at halftime. There was a bit of action just before the halftime break, both teams scoring. Good tussles there, and the substitute, Mohammadi, well, just about doing enough. Simcox all the way back to Calvert. Simcox this time will go long down the line. Mohammadi, well, a little bit casual there, but Zatorski now mopping up. Just a little bit rattled, I think, North Wellington. It's been a good spell from Whanganui. They'll look to take advantage, and just a little shove there on Donaldson, 20-year-old midfielder for Whanganui. Taken quickly this time, and Lawson now goes long. Farmer, he's all by himself, just about broke from there. Probably just needed a wee bit of support. Goes all the way back to Collins. Scrambles it clear. Whanganui really with the ascendancy right at the moment. They've got it all to do though, still a goal down. Desperate to pick up their first points of their Central League campaign. Oh, might be a bit of a tired touch there from Farmer, who's been impressive and had a high work rate for Whanganui and scored a fantastic goal just before the break. Again, Whanganui winning those 50-50s. Ian O'Halloran trying to put the pressure on Wardlaw. Zatorski, he's been good and likes to progress the ball out and does well to find Reed. Oh, and he goes down under a challenge from Holden. Might pick up a yellow card. I think it was as much clumsy as it was intentional, but it was a promising attack for North Wellington. Holden, well, yeah. May have had a decent idea of what he was doing there, just making sure that the youngster wasn't going to get past him. I think he's the third Whanganui player to go into the referee's book with a yellow card after Jack Anderson and Jake Simcox in the first half. I think that's the first card that Ryan Holden's picked up this season. Oh, swung in there by the substitute Mohammadi on his left foot and headed clear. Zatorski taking his time, just slowing things down a wee bit here for North Wellington. It's a high one. Calvert claims it nicely. Looks to spark it quickly again, thumping it long. And not dealt with initially by Lee. And O'Halloran now on the ball. Gets it across the 6-yard box. Just needed someone coming in at that far post. It's nice work. And again, that's encouraging from Whanganui Athletic. Whanganui winning a lot of those first balls, and Wilson desperately, oh, actually it's maybe the substitute there, desperately trying to keep it in, did well. Trey de Jean, I think that is down that flank. Again, some committed challenges coming in. Donaldson lays it across to Joblin Hall. Looking for Farmer down the left flank. Ryan Lee does enough. And a good contest between those two youngsters. And they're at it again here. Farmer again. Probably get it back here. Sends in the cross. Yeah, just straight into an offside position there. Not for the first time today. Oh, scuffed. Free kick there. Just about get away with it, North Wellington. And good challenge there from Henry Sinclair. Has been impressive, the 12 for North Wellington. Creating the opening goal and scoring the second for North Wellington. And McGregor getting a long way forward down that left flank. It's getting a wee bit scrappy here. It's again a few tired players out there, I think. Zatorski, he should be as tired as anyone. He's covered a lot of ground through the middle of the park, and he's on the ball again here. Always looking to spray it out wide. Lee doing well, getting forward. Just about fouled there. Then a shot. And, oh, well, it opened up for Mick Reed, but he could only shoot it into his teammate. Bit of desperation here from both teams. John sends it down the right, and Donaldson getting a long way forward now. And a nice ball across, looking for O'Halloran, but nicely cut out. Another long-range effort. Simcox. North Wellington just not enjoying the possession that they were in much of that first half. Stewart goes all the way back to Calvert. Strong play there and just about kept in, and bit of a tussle over the ball, but I think it'll be a Whanganui throw-in. Ryan Lee a bit outmatched there in a physical sense, but he's been impressive today. Swung across, but claimed by Collins. Sinclair again doing well up against Holden, who's been booked, remember. Oh, and was that a hand? May have just struck the chest. Oh, and Wardlaw just a little bit slow on the ball, but they get away with it. Lawson linking up with DeJohn. Looks like he's injected a bit of energy playing down that right flank, Trey DeJohn. North Wellington not always doing a great job of dealing with the long balls. Nice composure from young Lockie McGregor there, and Zatorski linking up nicely. Bit of a tug on the shirt there of Chandler from Donaldson. Might do well to escape the yellow card there. North Wellington disappointed that they couldn't get play underway quickly there. See another substitution for the visitors here. Maybe Ryan Donaldson making way, and Ethan O'Halloran as well. So double change. And in the 7 shirt, Quinn Malman coming on. And it may be Ant Spell. Tall figure who will play up and attack. Ball just about breaks here for North Wellington, but great challenge coming in there from Holden. Had to get it right. Farmer linking up again here with Malman, the substitute, number 7. Who I don't think he started a single match for Whanganui this season, but has made 10 appearances off the bench. Often comes on for the last half hour. And definitely a bit of an impact player. He's been in good goal scoring form for the Whanganui reserve side. He's had 7 goals in 4 games. So look for him to... It's a player went down there. It was Ant Spell, the substitute, but no free kick. Game really opening up now. Farmer dropping deep and looks to feed it through to DeJohn, but well cut out by McGregor. Whanganui with players forward here, and a long-range effort coming in. Joblin Hall, but over the goal again. But again, Whanganui throwing everything at North Wellington here. Sure, they'd love to claim their first point of the season, Whanganui, if they can get a draw out of this, but I think they'll be trying desperately hard to throw everything at North Wellington here and try and claim 3 points to really make the last few weeks of the Central League interesting at the bottom of the table. Remember, these two teams at the foot of the table. Whanganui yet to pick up a point. Sinclair may have been offside there. Sure, North Wellington would love to pick up just their 2nd win of the season if they can do that today, and that would give them a bit of comfort that they can stay clear of that last spot on the table, which would see relegation. Officials just getting together here. Maybe a word with the bench. And maybe a yellow card there for, I think, James Prosser. Must have been something said. The play will get back underway. I think that supporter sums up what happens next. Calvert will go long. It's definitely in the mixer. And they get the ball under control. Just about opens up, and desperate clearance there. May have been Wardlaw just getting in when he needed to. It's that setting sun plays a bit of havoc. What a day it's been. Will be another corner. Whanganui, you see pressure there on the goalkeeper, but great clearing header there. Calvert drills this one and then flicked on. Well dealt with, but there's an element of scrambling from North Wellington. Still 15 minutes or so of regular time in this Central League Round 13 clash between North Wellington and Whanganui Athletic. Hope you're enjoying this coverage. Fantastic live broadcasts every weekend from across the Northern League, Central League and Southern League. We're starting to get down to the business end of these National League competitions as we look to see what teams are going to make it into the National League Championship phase. Sent up long, an awkward one for Collins, and falls to, a couple of chances there for the substitutes from Whanganui. First Ant Spell and then Quinn Malman, but can't get the shots on target. Wow, big chances there, and making it difficult for the home team. Bell will be frustrated that he couldn't find the net there, but, well, it was a great block from the North Wellington defender there, back on his line, denying the visitors an equaliser. Again, Whanganui just enjoying so much possession at the moment. You can hear the support. There's a lot of noise coming from the travelling supporters. So they're spurring their team on to try and pick up their first result of the season. I feel like if North Wellington could nick a third goal here, it would really take the wind out of the sails of Whanganui, but playing with lots of confidence at the moment, the visitors. Bell flicks it on to Jean. Another substitute for North Wellington there in the 11 shirt, Louis Thomas. As both teams have made lots of changes to try and inject some energy, and shanked clearance there and just about kept in, and Farmer may even be appealing for a handball there. I think they'll get a corner. They were wanting more. You see the frustration there. But the home team not really doing themselves any favours with clearing the ball there. It's another corner. It's a dangerous one too. Still not clear. But well done by Mohammadi, the substitute who drives forward and has a couple of players in support. Links up with a teammate there in the 23 shirt, Dion Keatley, another substitute. Swings it across to Thomas. Keeps it in. Oh, and Farmer tracking all the way back there. Be a corner for North Wellington. Being played with a frantic energy this match. Type of desperation that you expect in a tussle like this down at the foot of the table. Corner for North Wellington. It's not a bad one, although evades everyone. Holden across to his goalkeeper, Calvert. Looks for DeJohn. Flicked on, and yeah, the offside flag going up just when Dion Keatley was one-on-one with the on-rushing Calvert. Calvert, I think, will run up and whack this one long. It's dealt with a bit better by the North Wellington defence. Holden again goes all the way back to Calvert. Simcox flicks that one on nicely. North Wellington getting a few more players into the middle of the park there, trying to break up play. And Keatley swings it across. Stewart. That's enough. It breaks now for Keatley. But not much support up there for Mick Reid. Sean Stewart driving forward. Lawson loops it in, and oh, clever back heel, and may have been Brown there with a well-timed challenge to stop the ball from getting to Farmer. Nice counter here, and Mohammadi again progressing the ball. And no foul there on Malman. Game really opening up. Inside the last 10 minutes here at Alex Moore Park. Hope you've enjoyed this coverage. I've enjoyed the match, and I feel like there's still something left to unfold in this match. As Lawson goes long. Again gets to the ball and looped up awkwardly. Blake Chandler stepping in and clearing it. Gee, could have been an awkward bounce there for Collins. Again cut out by Whanganui. Meredith. The throw goes the way of Whanganui. Certainly getting a bit messy and scrappy. Keatley sends it through. Has the flag gone up on Zatorski? It has. Calvert pulling off a nice save. The flag had gone up. You know what's happening here. Marman going down, no foul given. Bit of spice in this now. Josh Satorski, the number 10 for North Wellington, only 20 years of age, but doing a nice job there, just trying to calm things down a little bit. His team's still in control, a goal up. Chandler goes long to Keatley and Holden. It's a good tussle there. Easy for Calvert though. Again, it's an awkward header there for McGregor, but Collins is alert. Another lovely turn in the middle of the park there by Joplin Hall. Chandler does nicely to see that one out. Oh, that's behind Thomas, and so Lawson under pressure from Satorski, but does well. Again, it's direct. But even if it's predictable, it's not easy to deal with. Malman will win the throw this time. And I think the North Wellington defender and captain Cameron Wardlaw knew exactly what he was doing there, but just tries to slow things down a little bit. Holden will swing this one in. Oh, and Malman got the first touch, but kept in. It's going to be another corner for Whanganui. Surely they'll be getting all the tall players from the back coming up. Oh, to Simcox, he'd love to make amends for his own goal. Just about made it there, but Keatley was all the way back and on the initial clearance. Keatley showing his strength and, well, conceding a free kick just when it looked like he had out-muscled his opponent there, Meredith. Tension's riding high here as winding down towards the 90-minute mark here. Calvert cribbing another couple of metres there and just about have a shot from here, the way that he's been putting his foot through it. He'll try and create some havoc there. As the opposite number will have to be alert. It's right up into the 6-yard box, and Collins does a great job of claiming it. Young goalkeeper under plenty of pressure. Oh, almost misjudged there by Meredith, but Palmer does well to mop up. Palmer links up with Joplin Hall. Hamadi did well to win the ball back there. Keatley with his back to goal. Lays it across to Reed. Oh, clever play, getting past two defenders and slides it across to Keatley, who has the goal open up, but straight into Lawson. Could have been a chance to kill the game off there, but instead, Whanganui back down the other end. McGregor, the 17-year-old fullback, has done well and done just enough there. Be another long throw from Josh Lawson. Just whacked clear by Thomas. Long again by Calvert. Malman does well with winning the first header. Scrambled clear again by North Wellington. It's going to be a bit of a siege in the final moments of this match. It could be an opportunity for a goal on the counter, and Zatorski trying to slide it across to Keatley, but wonderful work rate there from Zach Farmer, who's covered so much ground today and did well once again getting back defensively to help his team out. We're into stoppage time. Malman loops it across, and oh, the header comes in, and there's an equaliser in referee's time, and look how much that means for the visitors, Whanganui Athletic. Was it Charlie Meredith who put that one away? But it was cleverly done here, flicked back across, and yes, Charlie Meredith in the right place at the right time. They had plenty of players forward, desperately trying to find that equaliser. And suddenly, Whanganui Athletic, well, they're on track to get their first point of the Central League season, but they want more. No foul there, strong challenge from Lawson. And he goes to ground by Thomas, and things getting a bit heated here right at the end. Yellow card there for Thomas for bringing down his opponent. And there's still time here for Whanganui to try and find a winner. Remember, if they manage to claim 3 points today, they'll just be 1 point behind their opponents here today at the bottom of the table, with about 5 rounds to play. So could be the final chance here. The Whanganui goalkeeper and coach Matty Calvert, he's going to launch this up, and Ben Collins is going to have to be ready, and he's going to have a bit of strong support from his defenders. And listen to the support. Most of that noise coming from the visiting supporters, trying to spur their team on here. It's sent very long, and Collins elects to punch this time, but does enough. Goes to ground, and I don't know whether there was a lot in that, but they'll try and soak up any time that they can. It was nicely done by Collins it was safety first on that occasion. I think he may have picked up a bit of contact from a Whanganui player as he punched the ball. We might see a replay here, actually. Sent long by Calvert. Collins elected to punch, and yeah, Meredith made some contact. Collins getting his breath back, soaking up a little bit of time. Will there be one final chance for the visitors to try and claim their first win of the season? If the score stays this way, then there'll be 4 points remaining between these two teams. North Wellington ahead of Whanganui down in 10th spot. Remember, relegation looms for the team that finishes at the foot of the table. Drop ball here, and it could be dangerous, and a chance now Jonathan Hall swings it across towards the far post. Just couldn't quite get anything on target there. But they come again. Once again, launched forward and just about fell for Bell there. North Wellington just can't clear it out of their half. Again, Gary Owen into the box. Malman, the substitute, might get to this first. Oh, just about falls for Stewart there, who looks like he's playing exclusively up and attack now. What did North Wellington do here? A few players streamed forward. There's plenty of players forward. Nicely cut out by Holden. And, oh, Holden probably doing just enough there. One last chance, perhaps. Comes all the way through to Bell. Up against Zach Brown. Bell goes to ground, gets his hands around the ball, and didn't look to be a lot in it, but may have been clever enough to win a free kick. In a fantastic position for Whanganui. Is this the last chance? Are we going to see Matty Calvert get forward? I don't think they'll want to give up the 1 point that they're currently looking at picking up from getting a draw out of this, but I think there'd be so much desperation to try and claim a win here. There's going to be plenty of players screaming into that 6-yard box here. Again, Collins and his defenders are going to have to be brave. The referee's going to have to keep his eye on things as well. And there we go! It's brilliantly put in. And Whanganui Athletic, surely that's a winner. Deep into stoppage time. Brilliantly done, and look at what it means to them. It was an excellent free kick and put in by Meredith. Charlie Meredith with his first goal of the season, and what a brilliant effort here from Whanganui Athletic. Haven't won a point all season. We're 2-0 down just before the halftime break, before they clawed a goal back. And they've battled their way in front here. It really has been a battle. North Wellington now desperately trying to get something out of the game. Bell, the substitute, looks to go past Wardlaw. One-on-one again, looks to win a free kick. There's a bit of shirt tugging going on both ways. And it looks like it'll be a free kick awarded to Whanganui. What do they do here? They're so used to launching it into the box. Do they instead just try and wind things down? That is what they're going to try and do. And full-time whistle goes. And you can hear what that means to the Whanganui Athletic players and supporters who have made the 185-kilometre trek south to Wellington and come from behind to score a 3-2 victory, their first points of the season. And that 3 points leaves them just 1 point behind North Wellington, down towards the bottom of the Central League table. We'll bring you some highlights of the goals. First goal was an own goal for Jake Simcox. The Whanganui Athletic defender turning in Henry Sinclair's cross, and Sinclair with some good pressure here, pouncing and doubling the lead just before the break. But it was only about a minute later, and Zach Farmer here with a brilliant goal into the top right corner, leaving Collins with no chance. then it was just a siege in the second half. And right at the death, you thought, was Meredith there with that header, but there was still time for more. And, well, yeah, was that Meredith again? So he claimed a double. A double in stoppage time. Absolute scenes here at Alex Moore Park in Johnsonville. And North Wellington will wonder how they haven't got anything out of that game, but it was a gutsy effort from Whanganui Athletic, and they're going to have one heck of a trip back home after claiming their first points of the season. 2 goals in stoppage time to beat North Wellington 3-2. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage today. I've loved it. It's been a classic, gutsy game. Make sure you keep tuning into National League football action from the Central League, the Northern League and the Southern League, being broadcast live every weekend. From myself, Morgan Jarvis, and everyone bringing you this broadcast, thank you and farewell from Alex Moore Park in Wellington.